565. Only a few survivors remain on planet Earth. Just us. It's just us. What's up, everybody? How's it going? I'm Ben Bailey. This is Working From Home, episode 19. Believe it or not, 19th episode. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're keeping your asses clean and being nice to each other. You're not going too crazy. Welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you have toilet paper. Hope you have someone to talk to. Hope you have someone to laugh with. Hope you have someone to scream at. Hope you have, turn the music down, babe, or fade it out. Hope you have, there we go. Whew, that song is fun, but after a while, it's like, hey, shut up, man. It just keeps going. Hey, could you turn, maybe adjust the brightness on, the camera settings? I feel like I might be a little bit bright again. We're going to try to nip these potential tech issues in the bud. We're going to nip them. We're going to find their bud, and we're going to nip them in it. Right in their bud. If you're going to nip something, I think in the bud is pretty much the only place to do it. In the bud, Bob. One of the best. Where do you nip something? In the bud, Bob. Are we able to find those adjustments, babe?
Isn't that a movie quote?
No, that's a game show quote. But maybe it's a game show that's really old and was rolled on a projector. It was from the Newlywed Game, I believe. Weirdest place you ever made love. But I changed it from butt to bud. If you're going to nip something, nip it in the bud. So we're going to try to nip these potential tech issues right in the butt. We're going to nip them in the butt. So if I'm not loud enough, say so. If I'm too loud, say so. If I'm too bright, I can't help that. It's genetic. My parents were rocket scientists. It's not true. If I'm too bright, we can turn that down. Right, babe?
I could.
Oh, okay.
But
you don't want to, or you?
I don't have that part up.
Oh, okay. Well, if it gets to that point, maybe we'll bring the tech guy in. I don't want to bring him in early. He's in a bad mood. I interrupted him like 7 times today. I had tech issues.
Oh,
right
yeah.
when he was trying to nip something in the butt. What does that mean? Nip it in the bud. Fictional word origins. If you nip something in the bud, it means that you get it early, and it comes from garden ivy initially. Yes, that's right. It's time for fictional word origins. Just 48 seconds into the program. It's a little more than that. To nip something in the bud, it comes from garden ivy. If you start to get this garden ivy, I believe it was in Berkhamshire, England, in the 1850s was when it was coined. The phrase to coin a phrase came actually much later. We'll get into that. So on another episode, but. To nip the garden ivy in the bud. As soon as you saw the first bud, you nipped it. You're like, have you got any garden ivy? You got to get the first one, or you'll be fucked. The very first bud, nip that bud, and you'll be fine. So it's come since then. It was very successful. Several gardeners nipped their garden ivy in the bud, and they didn't get it. And other people who nipped it in the next bud or some other part of the ivy, they had a lot of ivy. So henceforth, from whence, it's become to nip something in the bud, to get a jump on it, to catch it before it gets out of control. Am I right, babe? Are you with me on that?
Yeah, I'm just checking the comments.
The lovely and talented Emma Gleason, ladies and gentlemen. Give yourself a shout out there, babe. A little. Let him have a gander at you, if you would.
Sure.
Well, I mean, you don't feel like you have to. If you don't want to be on camera, you don't have. Oh, there she is.
Hi guys.
There she is.
Just a little busy over here checking on your comments.
Oh yeah,
see
you're
about
watching
the volume.
comments. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, babe. You're doing a hell of a job, by the way. Emma, could you guys show her some love? I've given her like 1 million jobs. Every one of my friends that I talk to about this show, they're like, "Wow, you really got her working hard," and I'm always like, What? She's not doing that much.
Oh, God.
She pushed a couple of fucking buttons. I made the fucking buttons, you know. But then after a while, I'm like, okay, that's a lot of people saying that. And I've thought about it, and you're doing a lot, babe, and I've put a lot on you, and I appreciate it, and I think everybody else does too. So give her some hearts, and some of those are from me.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome. You're doing a great job, babe.
I am going to have
quit
to
fucking around and
call...
get to work.
I am going to have to call in the tech guy, though.
Oh, there's an issue? You're not able to read comments, or...
No, the bright... You are a little bright on Twitter over here.
Over on the Twitty Twits?
And people say the volume is low like it was on Sunday.
Low like it was on Sunday?
Yes.
Sparky's howling. We got to fix this. Tech guy, give the tech guy a shout if you would.
Tech guy.
Let's go, tech guy. Could you get in here? We got a problem.
If you guys listen, as the tech guy comes over, you'll be able to hear Sparky howling.
What the fuck? We're not even 10 minutes into the show.
Is this week's picture
Guys,
of Sparky?
He comes in here, he spends 5 hours getting ready, and he got a problem as soon as the freaking show starts. What's the problem this time? What's going on?
The volume is a little low.
Oh, it's a volume again? Yeah, okay, let me, yeah, I don't know how you guys, I don't know what happens to you guys, you usually mess up the volume. Every week, I feel like I gotta come in here, every week I gotta fix the volume for you guys. Is it better? Let me know if it's better. How do you know? Could they talk back to you, the people that are watching?
They can and they do,
and so they'll let you know if the volume's better. They'll let you know then.
Yeah, they'll let us know, guys, if the volume's better when it gets better.
Do I have to keep speaking up real loud like this, or could they hear me now? Do you think?
I don't know.
Is there another problem? Are there other problems you need help with? I feel like there was maybe one more thing.
Ben's picture was a little bright.
Oh, it's a little bright. The screen over there is a little bright. Okay, hold on. Let me just, I'm not really like a video guy, you know what I mean? But,
You're a tech guy.
Yeah, I'm a tech guy. You know, there's not really, what do you call it? Video's not really my thing. I was more of an audio guy. You know, I'm a good speaker.
Okay, we need a little more volume. I'm being told.
Okay, one thing at a time here, lady. Jeez, volume, brightness, which isn't even. It's not even my area, really. I don't know. I'm not really good with technological stuff. Okay, I hope it's all good now. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much, tech guy.
Yeah, why am I thanking you? Thank me. I fixed it.
Okay. All right, I'm going to pass it back to Ben now.
Okay, thanks, tech guy. Well done, dude. Wow, believe it or not, anybody who's just tuning in for the first time, he was in a good mood. He was chatty. Usually he just comes in and he's like, fuck you, I'm trying to take a shit, and he walks out of here. But today...
I think he was a little too chatty. You didn't have him in your ear like
that. No,
like
but I could see how uncomfortable it was making you. What a creep. Well, at least hopefully he fixed it. I feel like I look a little less bright. Every time I see him, I'm a little bit less bright. He makes me stupider. The tech guy makes me dumb. That's what I'm saying. Let there be no question about what I'm really trying to say here. The tech guy, when he comes around, he makes me stupid. You know what I'm saying? Cheers, everybody.
I think we do.
It's week 19. When I say week, I mean show for everybody. We do it twice a week, once a week, 2 times. You know what I mean? Okay. I think it's time for a drive-by, babe. You got that?
Oh, yeah.
Queued up? This music, I gotta say, I love it. Spaceship.
Who wrote this music again?
I did. It's from some, like, loops. So someone else actually wrote it, but it's it's a cash cab drive-by, everybody. That means drink. If you haven't had a drink yet, take a drink. Cheers.
Cheers.
This show not sponsored by Stella Artois in any way. Yet. But remember, Stella Artois is good beer. Cheers, everybody. Welcome back. We've made some upgrades here. I got a new mic stand. I don't know if you remember. Last time it fell over, and it sounded like a gunshot, and we jumped out of our skin in here. Because it was, it's quiet as it's falling. It's not making any noise until the live mic hits the floor, and then boom! So it scared us badly, and I've replaced it with this one, which is like, oh, it's just so easily adjustable.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Sometimes, babe, when I'm down here alone at night, I just... That's not true. It's not true. That's the first time I've ever even thought about doing that.
I'm sure you do plenty of that action while you're down here alone.
Whoa!
At night.
Hey, now, wait a minute now. There's people listening, babe. The weather's getting nice. It's getting real nice. You can step outside and inhale a chunk of pollen that just fell off a nearby tree. Oh, it's spring. Oh my God, are you okay? Yeah, it's spring is all. My eyes are like covered in a sheath of saran wrap. My throat feels like I just ate a cactus. And then someone just poured sand all over my face and in my nose and down my throat. It's great. It's spring, everyone. Step outside and instantly dehydrate. Welcome to the spring. That's kind of what it's like. We were like, I think the worst of the pollen is gone. And we wiped the table, and then it needed wiping again. The outdoor table, that is. You guys are like, what, you got a ceiling, you got a roof in your house, don't you, boy? How you getting so much pollen on your table, man? Yeah, we live outside. This is the only indoor part of the house. Just this basement room, and all these people are in it. All those people here laughing are in here with me. For those of you who are sitting at home thinking, you don't need the laugh track. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's not for you. It's for me. Yes, oh, thank God. I was like, wow, of all the jokes to bomb on, I mention the laugh track, and they go quiet on me. Oh, Howling Sparkly.
Sparkle, sparkle.
Oh, he stopped.
That's what
There he is, everybody.
That's what he looks like when he's not howling and the sun is coming in the window in the afternoon.
What a great look on his face.
And he thinks that this chair that used to be for a little person is now for him.
It's a tiny little chair.
It's not a...
He's so funny. He likes to sit on tiny little things.
Yes.
Like a little space that you wouldn't think he would fit on. He's like, no, I'm good. He jumped up on a bar stool. Have we told that story on the show?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. I can't remember all the stuff we've shared with you lovely folks anymore.
Yeah, we haven't told that one.
But one day this last Cash Cab season, episodes from that shoot are airing. New episodes of Cash Cab tonight, by the way, you guys.
Yeah.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4.
Who watched last week?
Who watched last week? Who watched last week? I didn't. I fucking hate that show. I can't stand it. I know why you guys like it, but it's not the same for me. It feels like watching myself at work. Like, it feels like if you went to work all day, and then back when people used to go to work, and then you came home and someone was like, look, here's a video of you at work. That's what watching Cash Cab feels like to me. Here's you at your job. Oh, yeah, that looks terrifying.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I'm generally a little bit drunk. Just kidding, everybody. Just kidding, network executives. I'm always drunk. Just kidding. Never even once. Although one of the guys on the crew this last season seemed to just have a brain fart and was like, hey, man, in the middle of a shoot day, he's like, I brought you a beer. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I know how you like the, I think it was a Peroni, which is another beer that I drink from time to time. And I'm like, what? For when? You know, sitting there on the table in the RV there, already open. I'm like, where'd you get it? He's like, from the bar right there. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I thought you liked them. I'm like, yeah, I do. I'm like, this is not how you're supposed to treat the comedians. You're supposed to be talking us out of it, not leading us to it. You know? You
mean the comedians or the host?
Well, I'm both in that scenario. But I felt like comedian was more directly akin to substance abuse.
But
so, although game show hosts have a rich history of it too, I'm sure. But the point was, I had to go drive the Cash Cab, and he brought me a beer in the middle of the day. I'm like, dude, I can't. Why are you giving me a beer right now? He's like, because I know you like it. What's the problem? I'm like, I got to go drive a car. And he's like, oh. Like, what, you forgot? We're working on the show. It's called Cash Cab.
I think it just became so everyday
It had become the normal for him.
to him and everyone else.
That I would have a couple of beers and then go get in the cab. No, wait, no, hold on. That's real-time laughter in the room. I feel like I'm shiny.
You look...
I feel like I'm a little shiny, and I kind of
shiny.
like dabbing myself on screen because I feel like I'm paying a little bit of homage to the late, great Patrice O'Neill, because Patrice... time and time again, we were on 1,000 shows together, at least, literally, more. And he's just always, he's very sweaty. He and this other guy, two guys I know, so they would always have a towel. They'd have to bring a towel with them on the stage, just pull it out and start dabbing, you know. So it's a little homage to Patrice there, me blotting my head.
Little applause and cheers for him.
But yeah, so no, I would never would have a drink and then drive the cash cab ever. I'm joking. I'm totally joking. Now, getting high, that's a whole different animal, okay? There's a whole different set of rules. Just kidding. I could make the same jokes now 5, 6 in a row about that instead. New cash cabs tonight, everybody, at 11:30, and then at 12, and then at 12:30, and then at 1. That's 11:30, 12, 12:30, and 1.
Woo!
Eastern Standard Daylight Time.
And Ben
Nighttime, nightlight. Nightlight time. Even at night, it's daylight and time. That doesn't make any sense to me. What were you going to say?
I was going to say that you were going to be going live on Bravo's Instagram feed.
There's that as well. I'm taking over. They're like, we want you to take over. I'm like, well, if you're asking me to, well, wait and let me threaten. It seems more legit. I'm like, I'm taking this shit over. Would you guys, could you give me your password? And they're like, we don't know it. Well, we've just started answering questions about the early days of the network to try to get access to our account. I wonder how much time people of Earth have collectively spent trying to access their own different accounts online, trying to remember shit. What was your first... What's the name of your first pet? You're like, I really need to just make this transaction happen. What's your mother's maiden name? All right, fuck you, computer. Just give me, you know it's me. You fucking know it's me. Come on, you know all that shit, but you don't know that it's me? You could see me by now for sure. You don't know it's me? Let me in! Passwords. It's a world of passwords. The password is. Remember that show? Did you ever see that?
No,
I think it was called...
I don't know what that is.
I think it was called Password.
The strangely named show.
Or later on, they brought it back and called it Super Password. Or as I would like to prefer to say it, as I do in my head, Super Password. Because sometimes I roll my R's in my head just because it's fun. Rolled R's are funner than just regular R's. Unless you're one of those people that can't roll your R's, and then they're all just regular R's for you. Even if you're eating Ruffles with ridges and ranch flavor. Oh, boy. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I don't know how many of you are out there still or how many of you have been here from the beginning, but when everybody started saying, it looks like I'm working from home, I was like, well, what am I going to do? A centaur out of work. What am I going to do? I'll just... centaur music.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
Oh, it was meant to be a laugh? I realized I was in centaur position there. Sorry, guys. We're going to have to, we're going to have to Photoshop it. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll take that. I'll take centaur theme music. Somebody put a horse body on this. Like now.
That sounds cool.
Get on that shit, Photoshoppers. And then maybe we can just put it on. We'll make our own. I'll just be. I'll do the whole show as a centaur.
That's the next job you're going to be asking me to do is come around behind you.
Yes,
Where-
babe, come and put these horse legs. We need to be the horse butt for this segment.
Horse body and butt. And,
Well, you still have to push the buttons over
and I
there.
was going to say, and then you'll be saying, babe, well, where's my
Babe,
music?
I'm talking to you. Your head's down here. Babe, will you push the where's the centaur music? And you're like, my friends are like, you sure are making her do a lot. And I'm like, shut up. No, I'm not.
You're like, what did you say? And I'm like, push it your fucking self.
Push it your fucking self, you son of a bitch. Next time you're the butt. That's a novel written by actor who played the back end of Mr. Ed.
What?
Whenever there was a fake horse in it, the same guy was always the butt, and he wrote a book. It's called Next Time You're the Butt. I just made that up. That's absolute bullshit. You guys are like, yeah, we know. We knew. Everybody knew it wasn't real, Ben. Everyone but me. I was the only one. I was the only one believing my own line of bullshit, folks. I was the only one, I say. I've always been the only one. Guys, if you'd like to make some sort of a donation, if you'd like to do something to say thank you to us for this, we greatly appreciate the thought. What you can do instead is make a donation to No Kid Hungry or Feeding America. We have little icons. Is that the right side, or are they over? Where are they? Are they over here?
They're right there. Yep.
These ones?
Yep.
Look, icons. Hi, everybody. There we go. Those are the charities that we are pushing because we feel like they actually help people that are right now in this moment in need, and there's a quick turnaround. Make a little donation. People will start getting some food that need food like almost right away. So
yeah, families
do that if
for
you can.
Feeding America, that'll go to food pantries, and then No Kid Hungry is going to providing meals for kids.
The free and reduced kids. The kids that have been made smaller and then set free. Run away, tiny kids. Oh, and here's these meals for you. You're free now. You've been reduced, and now you're free. I have a friend who is illegally blind. He can't see at all, but the government doesn't know about it. Just snuck like a one-line bit in there. Do we have a news story, babe? Do you have a news item?
Yeah, we do.
All right, let's go. We're going to go to a news item, guys. This is something we've been doing, and we're getting better at it, because check this out.
In the meantime, I have a funny story.
In the meantime.
When we were adjusting, I was looking at...
when the tech guy came in?
the feed on Twitter over here, and one on Facebook over there, and giving you feedback based on what people were saying on those.
Yes.
And then I just realized a few minutes back that the Twitter feed wasn't live. It was from last week's show. The last show we did. So I was giving you feedback on the text settings based on that.
Oh, no. Well, we probably have overcorrected then.
And that's why it was a little bright. But I think it's okay. I think we're good.
I think it looks good. I feel like it looks pretty good.
Oh, wow. I'm a bit dark.
It's a little dark on your side. I put a light on you, and you were like, turn it off!
No,
a couple of weeks ago. There's a light right there that's there to light you up.
It lights up the one side of my face that already had light on it.
Okay.
Anyway, so not an issue.
All right. Here we are at a grinded halt, everyone.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm not saying you did it, but things are not moving quickly right now. I feel I can hear my heartbeat.
It was a funny story.
Which was a funny story?
The about
Twitter being you were watching last week's show, and I was making adjustments based on that.
I'm looking at the comments. And
that is indeed very funny, and I at one point was thinking these comments are just like last week.
Yeah.
But we fixed that last week. Okay, so we might have to do another thing here where people tell us if we have overcorrected, if it's too loud or too dim.
No, I think everybody was... Well, I don't know about visually, but the comments coming in on Facebook, I was like, someone's still saying it's too low on Twitter, but that's the one person. People on Facebook are saying it sounds good, so we'll go with that.
Oh, okay, and Twitter was from last week.
Twitter was
Okay.
from last
All right,
week.
so we're good.
So I'm pleased I ignored it.
So far, so good. Knock on wood.
All right. So, you ready for a...
I think I'm ready. We're going to do a news story, which means it's time for the... Tonight at 11. Something in your house that seems absolutely benign and not dangerous is waiting to kill you and everyone you've ever met. Details at 11. It's time for the eyewitness news story, where Emma picks a fun, entertaining, maybe silly or ridiculous story from the news, and we talk about it and laugh about it. And I think we might have pictures this week. Am I right?
We do.
Oh, this is exciting.
All right.
I think we got a picture, and I don't know what's coming here, guys. So, which side? It's going to be over here, right?
Yeah. You want me to bring up the picture first?
Well, sure.
All right.
Oh. Hello. If only Sparky were down here for this.
Yeah.
He's like, we're going to go upstairs. He's going to be like, you guys put a fucking cat in the show? I'm locked up here. You guys put a fucking cat in the show, and we wouldn't even talk about it. He's going to be furious.
So this cat belongs to a California man who is going to be marrying that cat in a wedding ceremony that he is live streaming on Instagram.
Wow. I've got to be sure to not tune in for that.
Hence the nice veil in the picture with the cat.
Oh, that's the
there,
cat's veil. This is the bride. His
Not
cat?
Entirely sure.
That's insanity. Can you do that? Can you legally?
I don't think it really is.
Is Tom Papa performing the ceremony? Because I heard he's cheap. I don't know if you can actually do that. It's California. No offense, California, but if there's any place that you could marry your fucking cat, it's probably there. In Florida, you could do it, but you'd have to know a guy who could get you a permit because his uncle works for the fucking town. In California, people are like, you can marry any kind of animal you want out here, man. As long as everybody enjoys the sunset. It's so different. Southern California and New York are so different. You see these dudes, tatted out, they scary looking, very tough looking fucking dudes. If I saw these guys on the streets in New York, I'd be like, we are going to fight to the death. In Southern California, we enjoy a sunset together. Same exact looking dudes. Scary as fuck, but they're like, man, isn't that beautiful? It's fantastic. Okay, sorry, babe. So let's get on. Let's bring up, what's her name? Does she have a name, the cat? Kitty cat?
You know what? I don't see the cat's name.
I don't see the cat anymore.
Anyway,
there.
Oh, she's back. Okay. So it's actually Scott Perry, the cat's owner.
Okay. That's the owner?
That's that's the cat's owner. He's actually doing it to raise money for an animal shelter.
Oh, I'm Scott. I'm totally apologize.
But still, he's. Oh, hang on.
You've got the cat. You've got the cat over your face. Cat in my face. Here's Emma, obscured by a cat that's about to get married. Congratulations.
So yeah, I mean, still, he's having a wedding ceremany.
Just at home, I guess, right?
Yeah, Olivia. Olivia's the
the cat's name is Olivia.
Yeah. He adopted her.
Well, that makes it kind of creepy. Now he's going to marry her. Who do you think you are, Woody Allen? You son of a bitch. Come on. I know it hurts a little, but you got to give me fucking credit for that shit.
Oh, that one's funny. He adopted her from a best friend's animal sanctuary.
That's fantastic.
And says she's become.
Is that the? Will they be benefiting from the funds raised by the wedding?
He's hoping to raise $5,000 for that wedding.
Oof. Okay.
So I can't
just for the wedding. That's a pretty expensive homebound wedding for a human and a feline. Oh, you mean that's the goal for the chair?
No, for the online wedding he's posing.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just being a douche.
All right.
Congratulations, Olivia.
Bye.
I wouldn't start sleeping in the same bed, though. Just keep things how they are around the house. He might have expectations once you're married, and I think you need to be ready for that, okay?
Oh, God. Poor cat.
Yeah. Don't just... Okay. Congratulations to Olivia and what was his name? Paul? Perry.
Scott Perry.
Scott Perry. Congratulations on marrying your cat and raising some, hopefully some money, some good money for a good cause. Way to go.
Best Friend Sanctuary in Los Angeles.
Nice. Excelente. And then you guys can all enjoy the sunset.
Yeah, man.
You and all the cats and all the dogs, man. Just make sure you... All I know is that when the sun starts to go down, that's when we head toward the beach. And we just hang and watch the sunset like every day, man.
Cool.
Oh, I sunk a little too far into that guy. I was like, I can see why these guys do this. This is comfy. All right. All right, let's do, I think it's time to get political. Let's go political, man.
Alrighty.
Let's do it, right? Let's do it.
Sure, why not?
Why not? We're going to take a chance. This is called Trumpet, everybody. Trumpet!
Wow. That was great, babe.
Once an episode, I'm going to give you guys a lesson in how not to play a trumpet.
I'm impressed. That's
I'm working on scales and stuff, but right now that's still the most impressive thing that I can do.
That
blast a
arrived
bunch
like
of
a
random
week
notes.
ago, and here you are, like, kind of playing something.
Well, I have spent about 4.5 minutes working on it, so. You can't play for too long. If you're out of practice, your lips swell up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you get swelled lips. Now, like all the young girls, you'd be like, I can make my lips bigger by playing the trumpet. They're going to all start taking up the trumpet. Like, why is it the girls play the trumpet now?
I think guys are going to start making some sort of suggestions to them, too.
Yeah, why don't you... Hey, I was thinking maybe you should be in the concert band next year. Make your lips... Fatten up your lips a little bit. Was that what you meant?
That's not what I was
No, I didn't
thinking.
think that's what you meant. What did you mean?
Blowing on something else.
Oh! What, like a birthday cake? I don't get it.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Like a birthday cake.
Anyway.
I did work with someone
Cheers,
once
everybody. Oh, yeah?
that she said, you know how your lips get all, like, big and red and swollen right after you're giving a blowjob?
Wow.
And that was the silence that rung out amongst all the rest of the staff.
She said that to everyone.
Yeah. Well, me and the other staff members that were there, we were like,
wow. Any dudes around or no?
no.
No, it was all girls.
And she's like, you don't know? And I'm like, what? Who's going and looking at themselves in the mirror at that moment?
Wow.
Interesting.
Maybe she was having a reaction.
Perhaps.
Maybe she was a pro and she was like using condoms and she's allergic to latex.
Wow.
How's that for a theory?
There you go. That's a good theory.
It's so creepy how easily that, well, maybe she's a pro, right? So, okay. Interesting. Very interesting.
We took a turn there.
And everyone, yeah. Well, it's funny that everyone was just like, what?
We're all like,
We're supposed to be talking about side work.
sorry, what?
Did you stock the ice? What the fuck? What are you talking about? Get the fucking napkins out. Let's go.
Yeah, it was very apropos of nothing. And we're
You know
all
when your
like,
lips are all swollen after you suck some dick? Look, we're trying to get ready for lunch. We're understaffed. The chef is fucking so coked out we can hardly get him into the fucking kitchen. I don't need this right now. Chefs are crazy, right? They have a rep for being nuts. The chefs, don't they?
This is true.
And some of them are like, no, it's not. It's just not true. I'm a perfectly reasonable chef. And those guys are the scary ones because whatever they're doing is behind the scenes.
Right.
Then there's the other ones who are like, yeah, chefs are crazy. Look at me. I'm wearing like weightlifting pants to work. Look how fucking crazy I am. They're trying to like live up to the crazy.
Weightlifting pants?
Yeah, it used to be, they're probably still out there. There was this phase where like bodybuilders would wear these big baggy, brightly colored, I think the first ones were called crazy wear. They were like, they'd be like yellow and black striped, big fat striped baggy pants. And chefs wore them. They became popular with some people that are in like service industries because they're comfy. They're easy to move around in and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But my point was, like, some guys, like, embrace that I'm a chef and I'm crazy, and I want to live up to that.
Right.
And some other chefs are like, no, I'm not. And those are the fucking creepy ones. That's all I'm saying. So look out for those ones. The ones, in fact, that's true for people in general. Anyone who's like, no, I'm totally, I'm an upstanding citizen. I do nothing wrong, and I make sure that no one else is in it. Those guys are fucking secrets.
Oh, yeah.
Secrets, I tell you. Secrets they have. Holy shit, I can't believe it's 37 weeks already yet. 586 days quarantined in this room. Never left this room the whole time, you guys. And there's no toilet in here. I've been holding it for 8 months.
Is that why the tech guy is going so often?
Well, yeah.
I don't know how that's related.
Yeah, he shits for me. That's his real job. For some reason, he can leave and I can't. So he poops for me.
That's a tall order.
That's a futuristic job right there.
Oh, dear.
One day we'll be able to hire that out. People will be able to go to the motor vehicle agency on your behalf, and they'll be able to shit for you. An absolute impossibility. It's ludicrous, and I don't mean the rapper. This is fun, you guys. I'm having a great time. I can't believe this is literally our 19th episode. That is actually the number.
That's pretty cray-cray.
19 hours of entertainment. Plus, some of them are longer.
Yeah, we've gone
some
over.
of them, we're like, yeah, wow, we really got a little carried away on that one, didn't we? I think we did, yeah. Okay, I think it's time to juggle, or attempt to juggle, some rubber chickens! Remember, different music.
Yes. Which means no music.
I can move this now. And it won't fall over. What a build-up.
That was my fingernails on the cymbal.
All right, here we go. That's one catch.
That was Ben attempts to juggle rubber chickens. Wow. Try and say that 3 times fast.
That.
All right.
Smart ass, like a little kid. So I had this idea, you guys, that I think might help us get through this. It's a video chat app where you call and you argue with someone else's spouse. So instead of shouting at and getting emotionally charged, screaming at and arguing with the person that you're stuck with, you do it with someone else that you don't even fucking know.
Oh, that sounds cool. I like that.
So then everybody gets to get rid of it, but there's no residual shit. Then you could go back and be like, no, I'm fine. I just shouted at some woman I've never even fucking met. It was amazing.
And I'm never going to see again.
And she knew a lot about the shit that I do that's fucked up. It was unreal. I think it's a good idea, right?
It's awesome. I could
Like,
have
hey,
done
who
that
are you?
today.
Fuck you. Who are you? No, fuck you, lady. I'm tired of being stuck with you. And then she's like, no, fuck you, man. You never do this. Yeah, I think it has potential. We just need a catchy name, right? The spat app. Oh, the crowd liked that one. Got a smattering. You know what else do you get a smattering of other than applause? Anything? I'm gonna order that way when I can go to a fucking diner again one day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, give me the fucking chocolate chip banana pancakes, motherfucker, with just a smattering of syrup. And the waiter will be like, this is only used when referring to applause. You do not use smattering in any other scenario. No smattering of syrup. No smattering of laughter. No smattering of paint. No smattering of matter. Only of applause do you ever have a smattering, understand? Give me a fucking standing ovation of syrup then. Okay. See, with no laugh track, this job is awful. Like if I had to go and do a show, it feels like going and doing a real show somewhere and everyone just sitting there quietly
And
looking
just,
at it.
yeah, just bombing.
If there's even one person doing that in a crowd, it sucks. They're the only one you can see when you're doing stand-up. You're like, you could have a theater, 1,500 seats, everybody's roaring. You can only see that one motherfucker who's like... Everyone else disappears like in a sports movie where everything vanishes. It's just that one dude. He's the only one you can see. And you try to get a better look. You're like, wait, maybe there's something wrong with him. I don't have to feel bad. He doesn't understand. English is not his first language. Perhaps English is not his first language. That reminds me of a great joke that I was told once by a buddy of mine, the one who used my dog kite. That's not a kite, that's my dog joke.
Right.
A friend of mine told me a joke. An Italian tourist is in New York City, and he comes up to a New Yorker, and he goes, "Hey, excuse me, can you tell me how to find the Empire State Building, or should I go fuck myself?"
That's a good one.
Oh, it's a great joke. I love it. It's one of those that's over, like it's already done. You're like, oh, and it's hilarious anyway. It's over quick, you know. You expect there might be like one more little, and then.
Yeah, yeah.
But nope, it's just done. Great joke. Good yoka. Ha ha. Good yoka. Yeah, I think people are getting to the point where they're getting a little bit crazy.
You think?
Yeah. I'm just gonna bring it out, babe.
No. Okay, go.
We have a dog. His name is Sparky, and he's upstairs, and he was howling before we adjusted the volume, but we didn't need to adjust the volume, so maybe you guys heard him. Did you guys hear him? There he is. Oh, it's still so sunny up there.
It is.
It's nighttime down here. Perfectly sunny up there. That's amazing.
He'll take full advantage of any sun he can get.
That is one of the coolest things about Sparky is, like, right from the get-go, if he's like sees a spot to lay in the sun, he is on it.
Yeah.
He just runs and he was like, bah. And he does that. That's where I want to be. Like, can I just get to that spot where a dog is, where it's just like, I am almost asleep all the time. Like, that's a great feeling, right? When you're almost asleep. Like when you're just about. Like right there. Not just right before. How long can you hold on to that? It's a great moment. Dogs live there. Look at him. He hasn't moved. It's a picture. It's a photograph, everybody. It's not video. It's just a picture. All right. Well, I don't know. What have we done? What else have we? Are we overlooking any segments?
Hang on. I think we might be having a little issue here.
Well, what? What? I feel like that was a pretty good one.
Well done, baby.
I feel like that felt pretty believable. The whole goal of that segment is to lose viewers. We want to convince you. I have to change that nonsense that's on the ticker. I don't know if you guys could read the ticker, but...
Oh, we need some new nonsense.
Yeah, some new nonsense, exactly. We need to update the nonsense.
Yeah.
Hey, we looked up what ASMR means. I think we did it once on the episode, too, on the show. on an episode.
Oh, yeah.
But what did we find out? Autonomic sensory
I still can't remember.
response.
Yep.
And the M word in there. And we were like all over it. We've been like on it. And I think we should do it again. I think people enjoy it.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
We just had a request for it, actually.
Oh, did we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, people see. You know what, babe? I'm gonna grab something else that I think we did on here once, and I think it actually helped. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'll bring it back over to me in the meantime, and I'll start the music. This is our ASMR segment.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, we're not supposed to be laughing.
Oh, that's cool. I kind of like that.
It sounds good, doesn't it?
It does sound good.
Play the music again.
Okay.
The music.
Here comes the music. Oh yeah, baby. Rip that sandpaper.
I'm gonna rip sandpaper now. Now this is the sound of me ripping sandpaper.
I don't really like that one.
I don't either. But I like this one. All right, that was ASMR. That was a big one.
That was really long.
That was huge.
ASMR.
That was our most giant ASMR segment ever. I think some people might have mistaken that segment for Ben pretends there's a technical problem and shut off the fucking show. I hope not, but it might have happened. It might have happened.
Oh,
You
guess
don't
what?
know.
What's up? We're getting another request.
Oh, we're getting a request. Okay, cool. What
Yeah.
sort of a request?
We're getting a request for
Oh,
something.
we haven't taken any questions.
Oh, we can do that.
What was the request for a segment?
Yeah.
Okay, what is it?
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Oh, well, we
you-
decided those are going to be our closing segments, but we're getting
Okay.
close to that. But
So
let's take a question
let's
first.
take a question.
And then we're going to go Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. And thank you very much for your suggestions on this Wednesday.
All right.
That music means it's time to take a question from a fan.
Questions this week.
A fan question. If you have questions about fans, you ask me, and I will look it up for you and tell you the answer. Because I don't know shit about fans. Put them in a window. Okay. What's the platform, babe?
Currently, we have.
Whose question is coming from, I mean?
Yep.
Sorry.
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 So, I'm sorry. You ever get in one of those? A sorry off? I'm really sorry. No, I'm sorry.
No. I'm sorry.
No, I'm trying to say I'm really sorry.
Yeah, but I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's how you win it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But not as sorry as I am.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
That's
I'm
tonight's
sorry.
movie quote.
But I'm the one who's sorry.
That's tonight's movie quote. I'm sorry. Well done, Dave.
So I had to
Yeah, roll that
run
projector.
the movie quote.
I'm sorry.
All right. So people
Okay,
can guess.
we're gonna get to all the segments in the last 6 minutes. It's fantastic.
So people guess
We
the
remembered
movie
the show.
quote.
This is a segment called "Look at Those Fucking Guns, Baby." Sorry. Okay.
I'm looking.
I'm looking.
Okay, so this is a question from Facebook
Okay, Facebook. What is it?
from Amy Beals Hodge.
Oh, Amy Beals Hodge. What's up, Beals Hodge? Oh shit, double names.
Came in a while back. She asks,
Amy Beals Hodge, what's your question?
"Who are your favorite stand-up comedians, past and present?"
Oh wow. I love your voice. First, thanks. My favorite comedians, past and present. I feel like if any stand-up comedian, if you asked them that and they answered you honestly, like 100% honestly, they would say, "It's me. I'm my favorite," because no one really appreciates your stuff as much as you do, right? You created the
Right,
stuff that you love.
right.
But
You
that's
do the
just
stuff
a
that makes
side
you
point
laugh.
that I'm making. George Carlin was one of my favorite comedians. He's one of the first comedians I ever saw. I was just lucky enough to be part of a thing honoring him. It would have been his birthday this past week, and there's actually what was it called, the National Comedy. There's a new museum in upstate New York, dedicated to comedy and the story of comedy. They were honoring George Carlin on his birthday. I got to talk about him a little bit. He's definitely someone always a favorite of mine. Richard Pryor, both of those guys made me laugh when I was way too young to be watching stand-up comedians. Then Eddie Murphy came along when I was like, I don't remember exactly what year, but I was kind of right around too young, 12, 13 when he had his big run doing stand-up, and it was awesome and hilarious. There was word that he was going to do stand-up again just recently. I think maybe he did.
Oh, really?
But like years ago, he showed up at one of the clubs in New York planning to do a set, and then he was like, "Fuck this," and he left. I don't know if that happened again or not. I know he did some stuff on SNL, but
I can't imagine.
he was hilarious when I was a kid. I definitely admired what he did, and I love that he showed like a little bit of his childhood where he's a little kid and he's already telling jokes and making everybody laugh, the adults at the party and stuff, because that's just totally me. And that just rang so true with me. I was telling jokes and stories and entertaining it when I was a little kid, So that meant a lot to me. Present day, Dave Attell has been one of my favorite comics since I first started in New York. I actually started in L.A., but when I came back to New York, I saw a bunch of guys that I was not totally impressed with, and then I saw Dave Attell, and I was like, holy shit. My friends and I were crying, laughing, and I was like, that is the bar. That's the standard. That's the gold standard. I want to aim at that. And then eventually I watched him for a long time, and then eventually I was like, I have to stop and not watch Dave anymore.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be I'd definitely, it'd be hard to argue that I was not influenced by him, because I definitely was. But Bill Burr, as we call him, definitely makes me laugh harder than most. I don't know. It's
out of the guys you came up with.
Out of the guy, present day that she's saying. So there's a lot of really, really funny people out there right now. Unfortunately, they're all in their houses. But we're going to all be out there on tour again sometime soon. So that's a great question. Thanks for watching and participating. We got to do Sunday. We got like a minute left. Although we started late, right? Yeah, we started a little bit late. We still have some time. Wasn't there another thing we were going to do? Or we need to take guesses for the movie quote, too.
Oh, yeah.
Are they coming in?
Let me look through and see what people were guessing. Oh, we have a question about what happened with Sparky and the bar stool. A couple of people are asking.
We never got to that because we were like, oh shit. Okay, I can't remember what distracted us, but we went after like one of the last nights of filming our last season. this latest season of Cash Cab, we went to this little bar that it was just where we ended up. We were all so tired. I think it might have been the last night of the shoot.
No,
it was
a
one of
little
them.
before that. There wasn't as many people there.
So we went to this little bar, and Emma came and met us and brought Sparky. And he came in, and it's like this little hole-in-the-wall bar that played the most annoying music. Like, if there had been another bar open within 30 blocks, I think we would have left. But we were just so tired. But we argued with the guy, like, turn this shit off. He's just playing the most annoying, repetitive shit over and over all fucking night long.
And there weren't a lot of people in there.
Yeah, and we were like at least
late.
half the people in the bar. Like, just
It
don't
was a
play this
weeknight.
fucking song again, please, because it's making me want to kill somebody.
The music was so bad that Ben is still annoyed.
I'm still angry about it, and so is Nick, our director. If I
almost a
mentioned it,
year
he'd be like,
later.
"Can you believe that?" Like we like make each other angrier about it if we started talking about it now. But Sparky came into that bar, and he didn't give a shit about the music, as far as I could tell.
We asked, and they said, "Sure, you can bring him in."
I thought you said we asked Sparky if he
Yeah.
liked the
We asked
music.
Sparky.
And he was like, turn this shit off. But he jumped up. He just came in. We didn't know what he was going to do. He just literally jumped up on a bar stool, a wooden old school one with a tiny top.
It was high.
And it was really high. And so he's just like sitting at the table with us. It was fucking hilarious. I was like, hey, buddy. And he was just like,
I thought I was like patting it, like you can put your
was
paws up
awesome.
on it and say hi if you want. And then he just went like
boing, like like an elephant on the
Like-
tiny stool in the circus.
braced himself like this on the ground and then just sprang all the way from the ground and up.
I can hear him moving around. He knows we're talking about him. Sparks, give us another howl before the show's over, buddy. He's like, fuck
No,
you
that
guys.
didn't get him.
You can't force a howl. It comes to you or it doesn't. All right, let's do a Sunday, and then we're out of here.
Okay, babe.
Thanks so much, you guys. This is episode 19. I'm Ben Bailey. This is Working From Home. This is Emma Gleason, the lovely and talented Emma Gleason, doing a lot of stuff over there. Give her some love. Hearts, I mean. And let's take a look at what the holidays are for today. We need to look at the list.
All right, should we
It's
do-
Wednesday.
all right, we'll do that.
These are
first,
real
eh?
holidays. This is the segment now. We're going to find real holidays from that day, and we're going to do a Sunday advertisement for those holidays. You guys are like, yeah, we know this segment. Just do it. What are you waiting for?
All right.
Especially Instagram. They're like, we're minute 49, 48, 47.
So-
Do the Sunday thing quick. We're running out of time. And we know you continue without us.
So we have it's National Quiche Lorraine Day.
Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, everybody, it's National Quiche Lorraine Day. That's one of them. Okay.
National Pick Strawberries Day.
National Pick Strawberries Day. Okay. No, that explains the crazy urges I was having this morning.
It is the 20th, right? Yeah.
It is the 20th.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have National Be a Millionaire Day.
National Be a Millionaire Day. Okay.
This one
Just for today.
That one wasn't on here when I checked yesterday. That's bullshit.
I think it was.
Oh yeah,
And
I
then
don't remember.
there's one more, right?
There's many more.
Oh, okay.
There's National Wait Staff Day.
Wait, that's today too?
Yeah, see. Oh no.
That's tomorrow. That's the 21st.
tomorrow. Okay.
You've gone too
Okay.
far.
National Rescue Dog Day.
National Rescue Dog Day. Sparky!
Well-
And what else? Is there one more?
He does.
We rescued him.
No, but he doesn't rescue us. It's a rescue dog, not a dog rescue.
Who rescued who?
National Juice.
You, the person with the house, you rescued the dog. That's who fucking rescued him. Okay.
National Juice Slush Day.
No, really?
Yeah.
I can't believe it's a year already. Okay, let's do it. We
All
got
right.
Quiche Lorraine. And that's the only one I remember.
Okay. Oh, maybe I'll try and fill
What was
you
the
in
other
on
one?
a few
Ice
along
slushy.
the day.
We have
along
7
the way.
seconds. Go, roll it.
This Wednesday, May 20th, 2020, the year of perfect vision, It's National Quiche Lorraine Day! If your name is Lorraine and you like quiche, or your name isn't Lorraine and you like quiche Lorraine, today's your fucking day, sweetheart! Eat up!
Juice slush.
Today's also National Juice Slush Day. If you like juice, or you like slush, or you like juice slush, or slush juice, today's for you!
Dog rescue.
And if you're a rescue dog, congratulations.
Do you want...
Oh, that was fun. That was fun. I think we got to wrap it up. Instagram got cut off right as we were...
In the middle?
As soon as it started.
Oh,
it was
no.
like, this what?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes!
Instagram, who isn't here to apologize to anyone.
We could do one like that. There's no words. It's just a voice and weird sounds. All right. Well, I think that's going to have to be it. Thank you guys so much for joining us again. Those of you who did, those of you who didn't, you can't hear me, so I'm not talking to you. Thank you guys so much. If you're having a good time and you want to show some appreciation for us and what we are doing with this show for you, go to the YouTube channel, which is Ben Bailey Comedy. There's lots of stuff on there. Please watch it and thumb it up if you like it. If you don't like it, keep your fucking mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, go watch stuff. And, the more views we get, it helps us. So you can do that to help us. You can make donations to the charities. You can tell people about this show that we do once a week on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's once a week on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and once a week on Sundays at 8 p.m. It's called Working From Home. I'm your host, Ben Bailey.
And I'm your co-host and producer, Emma Gleason.
Oh, wait a minute. You can't have more titles than me. This is Working From Home. Hang in there, you guys. Keep your asses clean. Be good to each other. We'll see you in a couple days.